After reaching over here, after coming here, so I saw this beautiful ashram. I congratulate all of you for making this beautiful ashram. Thakur is sitting under the room, but he is looking towards the field full with snow that the old man has not seen. And he must be enjoying seeing the snow. And Ma, of course, enjoying this. Swamiji had an experience, but these two there must be enjoying a beautiful ashram, neat and clean. You are not only, coming and donating and serving, and at the same time trying to be a devotee. That is a unique thing, very rare actually. What is the population in the whole world? 8 million? Billion. Billion? Say 8 billion. Out of 8 billion, say all the 8 billion people are religious people. But most of them, they do not know why they are religious, why they are doing it. That is the main problem. We do something right from our childhood. Our grandparents, they take us to the temple, and then we also grow, and then just by habit we go on doing. As we are rice eater, we eat rice. The others, they are eating only other things. Just like that only we are following religion. We do not know why we are doing. And that is the reason we don't find religious people in the world. And that is a very sad aspect of religion. So those who are coming and propagating, those who are leading the life, that they completely segregate themselves, they don't like to share, and they think, no, this is not the thing that we should do. This is my thing, I should not disclose. And that is the way almost all the time it has been practicing that way. So religious people means he is in the cave, he is hiding, he never disclose, he will never come out. That is the traditional way it was continuing. And Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he broke it. Swami Vivekananda, Narendranath in those days, he asked him, what do you like to be? What do you want? He said, I like to come meditate and to go into the deep samadhi. And sometimes just to keep the body will come out, eat some food, and then again I will go into samadhi. And that is the goal of every religious mind. I like to be in samadhi. The great joy of samadhi. But the great Guru, Sri Ramakrishna, he said, fie on you. You like so selfish, like to enjoy only for yourself. I thought you will be like a banyan tree, and all birds and other people, they will come and take shelter. Like, higher things are also there. I will teach you that. So this is the way the whole thing changed. Hinduism became missionary the first time. Hinduism was only individual, personal, and they will never share. Even they never used to share the Guru's name. Forget about other things. They will be only individual. But from then onward, it became a mission to go together. And we find there are other religious groups, they come together and they're practicing together. But completely different. They only tell the stories, never the philosophy. I was listening some of the talks. I'm not mentioning the name of the religion, but going on giving the only stories. Hindus, Muslims, Christians, the talks we listen, mostly telling the stories. And people are, like the children, they are enjoying, and they're very good storyteller. They will be presenting the story in such a way that people are so happy. But stories are stories. We listen and then we forget. There is no philosophy. Unless and until there is a philosophy helps us to understand things. And the moment I understand, I practice. When we are forcing our children to learn, it's a drudgery for them, for us also. But the moment they understand this is necessary for us to learn, that becomes a love for that sort of thing. So we have to understand that this is not something that somebody is forcing us to do. We must do it for our own self. So this point is the very important thing. There's a philosophically, and do you know that recently, I think last May, 2022 May, we inaugurated the Home of Harmony, and then that few days before, or 1 week before, I went to this Saudi Arabia. First time in 1,500 years, the Muslims, they invited all religious people, and a place like Saudi, the heartland of Islam, there they discussed about all religious. So we had the opportunity to speak about Hinduism and others also, the Christianity. Though some speakers, they were going on shouting Islam is the best, that is okay. But at least they have broken the ice. That is the main thing. Swami Sri Krishna, he said that you cannot close your door and see. You have to go out and understand and embrace. All paths are leading to the same goal. So the question is, as I was thinking, our subject is the process to become God. The best process to become God, that means we will be discussing about the practices, the path. That is very clear. But now, what are we and what is the goal? Here is the God, here is we, and there is a path. That much. Now, when we go, that why we should have to become God, the best process to become God, realize God, that is a very challenging thing. I have to go beyond all this and become God myself. Now, why should I have to become God? Now, three things are there. Is there God? People, they ask mostly. This is a very common. Is there any God? Because we don't see them. We don't hear them. We only have to believe. Somebody will say, hey, Swamiji is telling, believe it. The young people, Swamiji said, believe. Then when they grow up, they say, my father asked me to believe. Then he will transfer the same thing to his son. My father asked me to believe. I believed and I was happy. You should also do that. Believe it. So we are thinking that we are believing only. Why should we believe? Now comes the clear example. Have you noticed every being, they want three things only. This is the thing that I told over there in Saudi Arabia. And only three things. What? We don't like to die. We like to live. That's all. We like to know. We're curious. The moment we have come over here in the Saudi Arabia, I'm looking from the window and looking from the when I'm traveling by the car, oh, this. I like to know. And the people with beautiful dresses, I like to know about them. And third, we like to be happy. No one in this world wants to be unhappy. Everyone wants to be happy. Now, these are the three common things present in every being. Where from it has come? Where from it has come? Even an ant don't like to die. You say, hey, ant life is a useless life. I will kill you. Next life you will be a dog. Next life you will be like that. You will be one day human being. The ant don't know. I am happy in my ant life. Don't kill me. We also don't like to die. But why this? If you make something out of sugar, it is sweet. Maybe you are making a square or a round or whatever shape. You may give different names, but it is only sweet. And obviously, the source is sugar. Suppose that is salt, what will happen? So we don't like to die. That means the one who has created us is eternal. That is proven. That is of course. It is not only me that don't like to die. It is each and everyone. Each and everyone. So obviously some common is there. Someone who has created us is eternal. So that is within us. We don't like to die. This is proof. Second, the one who has created us is a source of knowledge. So we also want to know different type of knowledges are there, varieties. And he is the source of bliss. That's why we don't want any unhappiness. We want to be happy all the time. Whatever we do, only for happiness. We like to be a doctor, not to be a doctor, but to be happy. Doctor earns a lot, though first 14 years, a lot of problem. But after that, they start earning, and then there'll be a big bungalow and a car, and they earn a lot. So we have seen that. So we inspire the children, you should be a doctor, you should be an engineer, you should be this, you should be that. But that is not the goal. Goal is to be happy. After being a doctor, if I'm not happy, then what is the use? There's sometimes a very popular person committing suicide. What is the use? Because we are not happy. We have to be happy. I should know how I will become happy. So these three common things, that means someone is there. Whether you call him God or Jehovah or Allah or Buddha or God, it doesn't matter. So that proves God is there. And so, is she doctor? No. Getting the call all the time, maybe. The doctors are always busy. So this is the way we have to understand. It's called Sat Karya Bhada. Sat Karya Bhada. Bhada means the theory. What is the theory? Sat Karya. Karya means action. Action proves the source. Sat. What is the action? We don't like to die. Now, what is proves? The creator is eternal. We like to know what it proves. Creator is a source of knowledge. So like that, we like to be happy because creator is happy. Now these three things we have to be, suppose we get it 100%. That is called God realization. Suppose you become eternal. Then naturally I'll be so happy. This person over here, you have decorated him. We don't know whether he was born in 24 December or not. It has been accepted somehow. Now, after 2023 years, we are celebrating. Of course, he was hungry, but we are eating cake. Whatever. Don't you think that he is eternal? 2023 years. He is in the minds of the people. Half of the population of the world, they're bowing down to him. The largest religion of the world. So this is the eternity. And that way, he was not having any university certificate. He was not having any social status. And he was not having any money. Nothing was there. But even then, people are worshipping him. Some people are criticizing, some people, whatever. But we cannot deny him. We cannot ignore him. Jesus means Jesus. So that is called eternity. So when we look at this, eternity is there, not the physically. but it is the name of that person. So that is the God. We will come to more technical terminologies of God, but this is the way we can try to understand. So why we should become God? Because three things that we like, fulfillment of those three things, right? And those who want, they are welcome. Those who don't, they are not. It's not necessary. Continue, whatever you, in the way you like. There's no problem. In our school days, the teacher used to say, if you like to get pass after the annual exam, then you stay in the class and study. If you don't, you like to be happy and selling tea outside the school, and then afterwards, or pulling rickshaw, oh, no problem. Everybody will be there. So, obviously, what I am going to get after practicing religion? So, obviously, you have to tell that first. It's not just a practice, it is your own interest. It is your own interest. You are going to be happy. One lady, she used to call to me, and every day after Maharaj, how are you, Pranam? Then happens this and that, they are not good, they are not good. Every day she used to. And a sadhu should be patient. That's why after 2 years only I started. After 2 years I started rectifying her. She's a very good lady. Then I told, Acha, last 2 years you were telling the same thing, right? But after some days you find those people are also good to you, isn't it? Yes, they are good people. Only they live in their own way, not in your way. I think that I should get up at 6 o'clock, and those who are getting out at 6 o'clock, good people. Suppose I am not getting up at 6 o'clock, that means I am a bad person. What is it? It's not like that. And this is the way you have to understand. I like to be in this way. This is my way. And that is her way, his way. There's no problem. We have to check, are they harming others? No. They're all this okay. They're fun-loving people, and they like to eat, they like to chat each other, then visit. All different type of temperaments are there. Then what is the problem? So if you understand this, no enmity. You understand a person. The one gentleman, he used to tell me that I am going to give you the donation, everything. But I noticed that always he says that when congregation is there, people are there. And he will say in such a way so that people will listen to that he is going to help me. Swamiji, don't worry. I am here. Anything you like, I will give you. But he never gave anything. Shall I be angry with him? Because he is that type. He wants to earn some name and fame. Oh, it's okay. What I did, I like to avoid this person. Because they are that type. I know. But I am not criticizing. And I know that he has grown up enough. I cannot rectify him. I am not Ramakrishna. I cannot touch him and change him. So he will be in his way. I have to save my skin. How? A little distance. And occasionally when I am meeting, just like the Americans, hey, how are you? Didn't see you in a long time. But I never wanted to see him. But anyway, I didn't see you long time. So that is the way you have to. Jashange Jaman, Tashange Temon. He is that type, I have to behave in that way. So I must know how to survive in this world. That is the first technique. Sri Ramakrishna is giving the training. Ma Sharadamani also. Jar Shange Jamun, Tar Shange Temon. According to the personality, you should behave accordingly. Those who love song, so you should also appreciate, oh, Gandhar, wonderful. We don't know what is Gandhar, but he said, And they will be talking about the Ganga, you learn about Ganga, it's good. And you'll be so happy. One or two, the names of the players you must know. Then only younger generation will talk to you. If you are talking about some of the players and these, otherwise they won't. So this is the way. If you go and talk the philosophy, people they won't understand and they don't like to. So ours, a very handful of people, we from our own life's experience, we have understood there is something God. And I was listening to the devotees today. The many of the things that is happening in their life, they are surprised how it is happening. That's true. God is constantly helping them, giving them the information. I am with you. We sometimes misunderstand. We don't understand that and don't like to accept that. Oh, it has happened like that. It's not. The God is helping you. So this is the way we are having a conviction. God is there. That is very, very important. The God is there. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, again in Bengali I should say, he said, Bishwash holo to huega. Once you think that God is there, and it's over. That's all. Then, if the God is there, why should I have to care? Because the God is there, He knows what is good for me. He will do it. So that thing we have to develop. Now, God is there, and why should we realize God? Well, why should we have to become God? Because we want to be in that extreme point of joy, happiness, the extreme point of knowledge. And also, we never ever like to die. We like to be eternal. These are the three things. It is already within me, and I have to develop that. Another point, if we don't have those qualities already within us, we can never become God. Never become God. That same quality, if it is not there, you cannot. You cannot cook rice with some stone chips. You cannot. You need that quality of rice, then only you can. Maybe a good rice, a bad rice, a hard or soft, that may be different. Rice is necessary. But those stone chips, you cannot cook rice. It is not possible. So we can become God, and the Jesus proved it. Lord Buddha proved it. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna proved it. And we have so many list of people, ordinary people, they have proved it. So you can become God. So that means those qualities there. So from this point, when we are convinced, yes. Now look at us. After this, from the God, now focus on us. Why we have come to the Vedanta Society, why we are donating our money, hard-earned money, for purchasing the land, developing these, and when the Swamis are coming, going and receiving them, and the Swamis, they're not very austere like me. So after getting down, when you say hello, now is there any Tom Horton? Tim Horton. Tim Horton. Ask me how are you? Before that the Swami says Tim Horton is there. Now Tim Horton. Now go and purchase a cup of coffee and then only coffee, then again something. So like that is going on. These Swamis, they are every month, they are coming and you are so happy receiving them and bringing them, giving them everything. I saw in the room, so well thought of. Everything is there. Everything. And what you are gaining, that is the question. Suppose you are all coming over here and then you are fighting among yourselves, that, he is getting better attention from the Swami, he is getting this and he is that. He could go up to the altar, I could not go to the altar, like that. Some of the ashramas, they. Now you are losing them. So you have to be alert. I, among millions of people, have come to a very good philosophy, the Sri Ramakrishna's philosophy. What is that philosophy? It says you have to become God. Ishwar labh manushya jivaner uddeshya. The very first thing that Sri Ramakrishna said, what is the goal of human life? Ishwar labh. You must have to become God. Labh means you have to realize God. No one said that. Everyone said, you are sinners, come through me. And Sri Ramakrishna said, you should go to God, become God. And this is the person, the best person I have come. That means I am lucky enough. Anyone over here, the Indian and Bangladesh origin and Asian origins, don't you think that you are really, really lucky? Among millions and millions, you are here and comfortable life. So I always give the example that one lady, she used to come and all the time she used to criticize her husband. Her husband is a physicist. And physics, naturally, the professor, they don't earn that much money like the software developer and all that. And there is a software developer. They come and they say, hey, how much you are earning? We are earning so much. And this person, he is a very quiet, calm, but very good person. But a physicist. And his wife will say, before me, look at this Swamiji. কি একটা পড়েছে কিছুই and what you have studied, কি একটা পড়েছে, what subject you have studied, not earning sufficient. What is it? But you should not say like that. But anyway, and that man will look and then will sitting. Like 2-3 times, then I told her, how many sisters are you? 3. Are all here in America? No. 2 are in India. You are only here in America, right? So you came with a job or no, after marriage. That means this person, remember, all your sisters, they got married? Yes. Are they having their own houses? No. You are having a house, right? Because this person. Are they having car? No. Because this person. Now look at you. Still you are not satisfied. Can God make you satisfied? No. Because your thinking capacity is wrong. You should think in a positive way and become humble to God. God, you are so kind. Of 3 of us, sisters, you have chosen me, giving this comfortable life. And when I go from here, from America to India, I take all some gift, candy, something, and people will come, what have you brought from me, back from me. Of course, nowadays they don't care because everything is available. Previously, they used to do. In this way, when you are thinking, God has given us great opportunity. Look at it. And from there, the best lot, you are thinking about God. Don't you think that you are really, really lucky? Remember, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, anyone who has remembered and prayed to God sincerely, at least for once, will come here. That means all of us, those who are here, in the philosophy of Sri Ramakrishna, in some time in our past life maybe, we have really, really prayed to God sincerely. And I was reading the Bhagavata, and there when the Uddhava and the Krishna is going to give up his body, and everyone is dying everywhere, a chaotic situation. Then this Uddhava came and told, I like to be with you. Krishna told, that is not possible. I am leaving my body, my mission is over. You have to continue. Then he was going on asking, how can I continue without you? Because there is no religion without you. Then Krishna said, you do this, do this, do this. Then he said, Uddhava, develop your Swattva gunas. You know, 3 gunas are there, 3 qualities, Sattva, Raja and Tama. Sattva means all good qualities. Love, affection, service, and all these good qualities come to Sattva guna. Uddhava, you have to develop your Sattva gunas. Then Uddhava is asking, how I will know that I have developed my Saptaguna? A very, very practical question, very good questions. Then the Lord Krishna said, when you will love to listen my talk, the people are talking about us and you are liking it, that means Saptaguna. When you will love to visit my places, that means wherever the people are assembled and you love to go over there, Saptaguna. When you are praying for me and tears are coming out, know it for sure, Saptaguna. When you will cry seeing the suffering of people, know you're a Saptaguna. So this way he is mentioning in the Bhagavata. It's a wonderful book, this Bhagavata, so practical. Now after reading this and we thought, many of the things are there in us also. So we have developed our Sattva-guna. There are some problems are still there, but Sattva-guna is there. And now we should not go back. Since we have got this treasure, so I am not going to use this. That should be the first thing. So that is called, the first is, you have to take a decision. And how I will take the decision? Never ever casual. Very serious. Because this is the serious thing in our life. No one will be with us. When I am dying, no one will be with us. When the people are dying, they go to meet him with all the flowers. So what he is going to do with the flower? And that is the problem with him then. He cannot receive and now it is only the love. It is only the affection. When they see the tears in their eyes, standing all around him, is much better than the flowers. They understand love. When they're dying, they cannot talk, but they can feel. But this person is crying for me, he loves me. And love is such a thing that you can break even a stone. And that is the way we have to develop love for everyone. So what is the philosophy of Sri Ramakrishna? He is having all, but the best thing in him is love and unselfishness. So those who are coming in the philosophy of Sri Ramakrishna, we have to develop these two, love and unselfishness. Now we, process and God. We are here, God is here and inside, in between the process. Now as we know, if we are not having the God material within us, we cannot become God. Now I like to see God is a different thing. I have to become God. That means I must have to have the God qualities. Otherwise, how can I? I can go and see anything. I don't need that quality. There is an old tree, 200 years old. We go and see that. I need not to become the tree. But when I say, I like to become God, that means I should and I must have the God divine qualities with me. Now, Acha, I don't have the watch. Please tell me.
Yeah, we can give that watch.
So, the only problem with me, if I get a microphone, I cannot stop. So, somebody have to stop me. At what time should I stop? It's not 7. No.
7:30.
7:30. Wait. And then tomorrow is also there.
Yes.
We'll continue. So now I must have the divine qualities with me, right? Now, definition of a jiva. Jiva means individual soul. The Sanskrit terminology, jiva. And the Tantra say Pashu. Pashu. Tantra, according to Tantra, it is Pashu. Swami Vivekananda said, Chile Pashu. Pashu means you were an ordinary human being, selfish. Hoyacho Devata, Hoyacho Mano. That means now a considerate person, you are having your own At the same time, you are sharing with others and caring for others. Ebar devata hoite hoibe. Now you have to become God yourself. And here we come, is very important to understand the definition. Because what is God and what is me? I, an individual self, what is the definition according to Vedanta? They say, ahamkara upohita chaitanya. Ahamkara, ego, upohita, surrounded, chaitanya, consciousness. Consciousness surrounded by ego. That is called jiva. Okay? Now what is Ishvara? What is God? Maya upohita chaitanya. Now Maya, that is surrounding the consciousness, that is called Ishvara. That means two things are common. Upohita, that means surrounded or covered. And Chaitanya. The Chaitanya is common. Ishvara is also Chaitanya, I am also Chaitanya. Now this is covered by Maya and this is also covered by Ahamkara. What is Ahamkara? A small portion of Maya. And what is Maya? Sum total of Ahamkara. That's all. Now leave that. What is Ahamkara? Now let us analyze. I, right? Ahamkara is always I. Now what I? This body? When you say I, in the Hindi cinema, if you say then what is this I? This body. You were this little baby and it is growing every day. Which body you made? Which one? The moment you are putting your finger, taking out, and second time you are putting, body changed. So which I? This body, it is changing all the time. No, it cannot be. Then mind. Mind is also changing all the time. Then how can you think of mind is constantly changing? So obviously, what is the mind? When we say I, just if you concentrate on that, it is really a folly. It is just nothing is there. The body is changing and mind is changing. Then what is this I? When we talk about, when this talk about I, this is really sometimes, after knowing this, I was wondering, oh really? There is no I at all. And because of this I, so many things happen. And the more you become old, the more you remember your younger days, all comes. Then after realizing this, then I told, oh my God, I did a great mistake. When we were in 5th grade or 6th grade, in the school classroom always goes on. And then someone told something about my father. And sometimes it happened. They never knew that one boy who was sitting at my back, he was my good friend. And sometimes he said, hey, his father is like that. And I became so angry. Why you should say like this to my father? And gave him a punch. And he was, his nose was bleeding, etc. That was a lot of problem came. I told him, he is blaming my father. Father has nothing to do with this. If I have done something wrong, it's me. Why should like that? Then afterwards, my father. And I became so angry. Where is my father now? Where is that friend now? Where I am now? Then all this, if you think, is just like the movie moves. That very moment, if you can control, everything is controlled. Now one person told, we like to go and control the whole world. And he asked, he was a very good speaker. And he started inspiring people. And they all told, yes, we should rule over the world. They started war, Second World War. They killed millions and millions of people. And where are they? In a small place. And nothing remains. Only in the history book, the people they read, and the movie makers, they made a lot of movies and earned a lot of money on that. And what is the result? Millions of people, they died. And sometimes I give example of the Alexander. In Hindi they say, Jo Jeeta, he Sikandar. That means that's Alexander the Sikandar. That means the one who never did defeat is Alexander the Sikandar. What he did? Butchered people only. What is his contribution? Has he made any university, any hospital, any road, anything good for the human society? Nothing. Only used to go out from the morning till evening, he's cutting the head of the people and going. And after reaching to the border of India, the poor man, when he tried to come back, he died. He even could not enjoy becoming a king. A great butcher of human being. And he's a great soul. And we are reading about him. Not about Jesus, not about Buddha, not about Sri Ramakrishna, but about him. So this is really, really funny. Why we don't understand what is really good. What is good? Love. So here it says, Ahamkara Upahita Chaitanya. If you can remember the Sanskrit terminology, Ahamkara Upahita Chaitanya. Maya Upahita Chaitanya. Remove the Ahamkara, remove the Maya, remove the word Upahita, remove the Upahita. What remains? Only Chaitanya. Now there is a small light and the big fire. So this fire goes and mixes with the big fire. The fagot, it was burning. Now one person carry that and give it to the huge fire. The small fire becomes that huge fire. I can become Ishvara by that way. Oh, you are a sinner, you can never become a God. No, it's nothing like that. I can become. Only two things we have to remove. Now the Maya, when we analyze, comes the ego. And the ego is nothing but an unnecessary conception. Now sometimes I tell our people that you are very angry with other religious group, right? And nowadays it is increasing. And day and night they are thinking about them only. They don't think about their own God. They think about them. And by that way, at the time of death, what will happen? They were thinking about death, and after the death, they will be in their camp. Then they have to grow beard. Then from there, again journey, coming here. So we have to remember, whatever you are thinking at the right moment of your death, you are going to become that. If you think about an animal, you are becoming an animal. Bird, a bird. So no love, no attachment. Love for everyone, but no attachment. That's the first teaching. I should love each and everyone, serve each and everyone, help each and everyone, but no attachment at all. Because my little self should go and merge with the God. That is my goal. In between all that is coming, it is like when the water, some of the flowers here and there, they are jumping and coming together. Again, they are going out. Again, they are coming and mixing. It's just like that. The father, mother, husband, wife, children, friends, enemies, all they are going on changing constantly. I am not going to play. So, Maya Upahita Chaitanya. The sum total of the ego is the Maya. What the Maya is having? Only three things. What? The Maya is having Sattva, Raja and Tama Guna. The Sattva, Raja, Tama Gunas, these qualities that we are having, now I know these are the Tama Gunas. You know, in the 16th chapter, whole chapter is dedicated to tell you what is Tamaguna. Why he said that? So we should be aware. And when I am reading, just going on chanting, some people, they memorize the whole 700 verses. Good. But after that, what? I have to compare with my condition. What is the condition? Oh, these are all things that they are present in me. There is so much of dirt already there. I have to wash it, clean it. Otherwise, there is no chance for me. I have to get ready. A runner, what is the teacher is telling? See, in 1 minute you are only covering this much. You have to be more faster, more faster, more faster. And for that, he is controlling his food or her food. And then the dresses also, the shoe should be changed. The runner is getting ready. Mentally, psychologically, physically ready. Then they is successful. Now, similarly, we are going to go for a big run to become God. We should have to be successful. So Shankaracharya said that you have to wash your mind. Mana Shuddha Prakarana. Mana, this mind, Shuddha, purification. Prakarana is a process. The mind purification process. And what is the mind? Now, again, by saying this, we will stop and tomorrow we'll continue. First is food is sustaining what? This body. Inside this body, there is mind. And inside that, there is consciousness. These are the three things that are there. Body, mind, and consciousness. And without the consciousness, nothing can remain. Though we are not very much aware about it. So we are taking breathing, in and out, inhaling, exhaling. Oxygen, so costly. We don't know it. But when we go and we have to take some oxygen, then they will charge. This is for $100. One is $100, so many tons we have already taken. That if God is sending me the bill, what will happen? So this oxygen is always with us, but we are not aware of it. We are leaving because of that, we are not aware of it. So Chaitanya, the consciousness is there, we are not aware of it. And each and every one is the conscious. Now, I am conscious and I am the Chaitanya. How I will know? So Hinduism, always you have to prove. Just, hey, you have to believe. Nothing like that. Hinduism means always they will prove it. How they will prove? I am conscious. How? Because I can see, I can talk, I can hear. Now, what are the things happening? Three things. Body and mind and that consciousness acting. And second, when I go to sleep, what happens? First, I forget the body. When I go to sleep, the first thing that I must have to forget is my own body. And if you remember, oh, my leg, that means you are not sleeping. If you are remembering your hand, you are remembering your leg, and that means you are not sleeping actually. And then when you are completely forgetful about your body, then you go to another world without your body, another world, that is dream world. And there you are also talking, you are also hearing, you are also running, you are also sitting. Each and every action that you do with your body, that you are doing without your body. Without body. That means, that proves that without body there is another world is there. So obviously, after death, where people go, where they will go? They are roaming here only. Where they will go? Only body they have left. You have burned the body, what they will do? They will walk over here. Don't be afraid, they are not going to come. Now this is the way if we think, that means without the body there is another life. And it is proven in our dream. One thing. A third stage. Without the dream also, we survive. That is called dreamless sleep. My body is absent and my mind is absent. Why? Because I am not dreaming. But I am there. I am there. And when I come back, each and every one till today, right from the beginning of the human society till today, when people come back from the deep sleep, that means dreamless sleep, they always report it is so joyful. I am feeling fresh like a flower after the sleep. Why? Because that life without the body, without the mind, that portion is joyful, is proven. And what is that portion? Consciousness. The consciousness was there. And it was your consciousness without you. And when it comes back again we get up and we immediately forget, hey, where is my paste? Where is my toothpaste? But we all forget. But if you stop and see, hey, what happened to me? Who was there without me? That is called consciousness. So this is the proof. You cannot doubt about it. So without the body, without the mind, you are there. Now, if you can just practice it, sitting before in the shrine, that is called meditation. What you practice on your bed, first forget the body. Practice over here in a meditation, first forget the body. If you can forget the body, then you go to the mind. In the mind you see the God is sitting within your heart and you are feeding the God, you are caring the God, you are garlanding the God. Bring imagination, but you have forgotten your whole body. That's why they say you must see your God, your Ishta Devata, sitting within you, facing towards that way where you are facing. That means I am facing this, my God should be like this. In our training center, sometimes brahmacharis they do like this. Hey, the Swamis, they will say, why you are meditating like this? No, I like to see my God here. You mean that? I mean, imagine, you don't, how can you see like that? And sometimes they will be doing like this in meditation. Why you are like this? No, I am balancing. God is. You don't know. So many things happen. When one of our Swami at Brahmachari, he was my friend, used to sit before me, always leaning towards it. Hey, what is it? No, I'm balancing my God. God is able to balance. And like that. But you have to forget your body in meditation. In sleep, you have to forget your body. In meditation, you have to forget your body. And if you cannot forget your body, no chance. No chance of meditation. And you can go and spend thousands of dollars in different practices. No, it is not possible. First, you have to forget your body. And then you have to enter into that dream. The God is sitting, and God is sitting here, sitting here, sitting here, sitting here. The beautiful temples. Where is body? Where is this flesh, these bones? The beautiful temples. The 7 layers of temples. Muladhara, Shadhisthana, Manipur, Anahata, it goes on. Sahasrara, 7 temples. And that is exactly the temple they built in Kashmir. That what is called milk. Shir Bhavani. There was 7 temples. That means in our body, the 7 from the Muladhara to Sahasrara. That is the temple. Oh, I'm standing before the huge temple. There are so many gods and goddesses within me. You don't see the bones, you don't see the marrows, you see the gods and goddesses in imagination, in your dream. And that is the meditation. Then slowly you concentrate on your Ishta Devata. That's why Guru is necessary. Why? The Guru will say, hey, don't go here and there. There are so many gods in there. Only concentrate on your heart. Who is the God sitting there? I will give the name of the God. Place him there. Concentrate over there. Merge with him. So you get the Guru and the God and you forget all others. Then only concentrating on the God sitting in your heart, you are worshipping him, feeding him, and then doing the arati and asking, Khandana Bhava Bandhana. Oh God, please cut asunder, break asunder my bondages. And then the God's grace, suddenly you get all the light. And inside that you see nothing, no God, no you, no world, only the light is there. And then light also vanishes. Only the feeling of joy, tremendous joy there. No light, nothing remains but joy. In the sleep, after the deep sleep, after the dreamless sleep, joy. After the deep meditation, joy. They're almost the same. Every day we practice meditation in sleep, but without knowing. So when we are getting up, we are same old John. That is the problem. But through meditation, if you come back, you are Buddha. Bas, that's all. The moment you are coming back through the meditation, then no more Gautama, you are Buddha. And all knowledge is within you. All happiness is within you. All freedom is within you. So that is the ultimate God realization. So we have to control our mind. Who will do? I. What I am going to do? Purify my mind. So if there is a machine that I go and give my mind into that, and after $10 mind comes out fresh, no, there is no chance. We can wash our clothes. We can wash our car, but not the mind. And no one can help, not even the mother, not even the father, not even the guru. It is you who must have to do that. And that is the problem. That's why one drunkard was there and he told Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, I cannot do that. So Ramakrishna told, only morning only you take little name of God. The morning, I don't know when is morning. So I get up at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, that is my morning. And immediately after that I have to rush because I am a stage maker and all. The program will start in the evening. And then evening means late night. After all the drama and everything, I have to close everything and can't come back. And that is the time I take little relax and drink. So when is the time to take the name of God? Then Sri Ramakrishna told, okay, then you give me the power of attorney. And he gave the power of attorney. But the power of attorney means you cannot do anything. All that will be depending on him. It is so difficult. So we have to wash our mind. Manashuddha prakarana. You have to purify our mind. It is so simple. Religion is so simple. Unnecessarily we blame God. What God will do? But what is it? Why unnecessarily you are blaming me? You understand and come. That's all. I have given you every opportunity. I have seen you the great teachers. I have given them full knowledge, the Veda. And now you have to come. And you know the best way? That is the way of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. Why? Because it's a combination of everything. In one only, if it is not shooting with you, then it's a great problem. And sometimes, so when we were young in the colleges, schools, NCC, National Cadet Corps, in those days, and they will be issuing the shoe. Same shoe, it is not fitting with my. No, you have to be. How can I? Because either I have to cut my finger or. Then most of it is a small size, they have allowed it. And what to do with that, you cannot run. So sometimes the people used to cut the font size. So the fingers are out. And then by that, and then, in India everything chalta hai. So by that way you have to. But here, you have to do like this. Some, they will say, you must practice this way. Otherwise, I will kill you. But Hinduism, this is the wonderful thing, freedom. At this moment, I am not accepting God. And this is the time, this is a free time for me. I may come back or may not, that depends on me, but I am happy. Then they will say, okay, no problem, continue. And some will say, now I like to love God because it's so wonderful. And I will carry my God in my hand. And the airport authority will be in trouble. Why you are carrying God? And how you can take the God? Because if you put the God into that machine, no, God cannot go. The little baby God. The whole airport authorities are in problem. How to save the God? Now that type of emotion. God, why you are carrying unnecessarily? No, without me, God cannot. Then why you are traveling? Be one place. No, I like to see this place also. So, this is a trouble. One lady came to our ashram. She is carrying the baby Krishna. Oh, the great problem. Do you have Ganga water? You should have brought the Ganga water. Why? Anyway, I said, how you came over here? His husband was telling, Maharaj, don't tell. Every time we are passing through the airport, oh, there's a great hustle. And I have to go and narrate the whole, this is God, a child God. The airport authority don't understand, no, the security. And it is a child God. And the moment they are putting it, they are making sound. And what is metal? So none of the child gods, not harmful at all. And that love is good. But with that love, little understanding. By that way, I am creating problem for so many people. Are they not gods? They are on duty. The airport people constantly standing, constantly alert. They are also human beings. And I am giving trouble to them? Oh, that is not. They are living gods. And I am carrying a little small God and creating the living gods in problem. And they cannot allow like that. It is a security. So obviously, we have to understand that. So I can keep my God over here, and God is eating so many places, all they're offering food. God will take food. I will tell, please take food over there nowadays. I'm also going to visit America. After returning back, again I will worship. That is okay. We create problem for people and we think we are devotee. No, be very alert. So for each and every step you are alert, then you are God conscious. And that is called apramatya. The Bhagavan Buddha, the Lord Buddha said, apramatya bhava. Pramatya. Pramatya means advertent, inadvertent. And sometimes you are not careful. Doing this thing and that thing, creating problem for others. In our country, people are so religious. Early morning, 3:30, they will start the song, Anup Jalota song, 3:30. He is sleeping because he is inside the room, but microphone is outside. He makes... they are really, really sinners. They don't understand. Tomorrow, we will discuss about that. The action that you do, all that effect comes. When you are creating anxiety in the minds of people, when you are creating problem for the people, whom you are actually giving the suffering? God. I conclude with that. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on the Ganga, on the steps that leads to the Ganga in Dakshineshwar. He was on the bank. Inside the river, on a boat, two The fishermen, they were debating, maybe they were angry. The one person gave a strong slap on the back of another person. It came on the body of the Sri Ramakrishna. People saw the 5 fingers mark on his person. It is God everywhere. Why Sri Ramakrishna showed it to us? Just a story? No. If you are giving trouble to anyone that reaches God, that's why they say, never ever give trouble to the women and children, because they are defenseless. At least someone who can defend, that is, we can understand. Defenseless. So you should not. And that is coming on the back of the Sri Ramakrishna. That means each and every place is nothing but that God. So when we are going to realize God, who is that God? And who is going to realize? Now, tomorrow we will discuss how to reach over there. But one thing is, we have to purify our mind. We have to wash our mind. How to wash the mind? Tomorrow. So let us say Shanti 3 times and I conclude. Om